Hey friends, it's me, Rita Peterson. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all things Christmas. I'm so excited for Christmas. I have put together a few of my favorite videos that I've done, giving you all of the Christmas and holiday decor inspiration. I don't know about you, but I am very excited for the holiday season this year. I am planning on getting my Christmas tree out November 1st and starting my wonderful holiday cheer journey because I'm excited. I'm so excited. We celebrate Thanksgiving here and she'll get her time, but Christmas, I'm very excited about Christmas. And I am just here today to help give you a little bit of inspiration and help kind of light that Christmas cheer fire, if you will. If you're new here, I'm so glad that you found me. I'm glad that you are all here. I hope that you're doing well. Let me know down in the comments if you are a big holiday decor person, if you like to set up things right away, or if you are more of a wait until December type person. I love to hear from you. Again, I hope you're doing well. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I am going to be putting out some new Christmas decor videos soon as I start to get out my stuff, which I'm very excited about. Harley is also very excited about it, but let's not waste any time. Let's just jump right into it. Let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're here. Today I am decorating for Christmas. I couldn't wait, I was too excited. I am going to get my upstairs cleaned up and I'm going to start decorating. I have Christmas trees, I have garland, there are lights, all the things. I'm so excited. I'm going to share with you a few new items that I have picked up and I am going to have so much fun getting everything decorated. If you're new here, I'm so glad you're here. We're gonna get this playroom tidied up before we bring in the Christmas trees. I am so excited. Let's get started. So here are my goals for this round of decorating. I am going to clean as I go so that my house is clean. And I plan on doing decorations in the playroom and then in the 3 bedrooms. My boys share a room, and then there's Alice's room, and then my room that I also share with Connor. So this does take me 2 days to do. I started kind of late, but I also just want to have fun with it and not be completely burnt out. So I'm going to do the playroom and start my kids' rooms and clean up as I go. And then I'm going to finish with myself and Connor's room after I do the finishing touches on the kids' room. So I'm going to wipe everything down with Thieves Cleaner, make sure it looks amazing, make sure the windows are clean so that my neighbors can see that it's Christmas in my house already, and get everything set up and decorated.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love there's always a way. And oh, this time of year we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. This year I'll think about how I'm so
Here is the Christmas tree bag. I also have garland in there. I didn't pack it very well the previous year.
I get my trees on clearance at the end of the season. This one I got at Target a couple of years ago. It's held up pretty well. I don't get the pre-lit ones because I've had whole sections go out before. So now I just get the plain ones and I put the lights on myself. We have done like real Christmas trees before. That used to be like the exclusive thing we got as a kid, was a real Christmas tree. It was a whole thing. You went and you cut the Christmas tree down. I loved the experience, but I have a cold allergy and I break out in hives when I get too cold. So we don't do that as much anymore, and I like the convenience of the falsies. So I'm putting on the lights. I get my lights at Costco. Those Philips ones, they come in a 2-pack and they have 2 different settings, which I kind of forgot about as I was doing this. So that was a fun surprise. You will see later that I'm surprised by it. And I'm putting the lights on. Please don't judge me. My mom was the most meticulous tree decorator. She would take the longest time putting the lights on. I remember as a kid just being so annoyed because it took forever, but she did a beautiful job. And I love the pre-lit trees, how everything's really evenly distributed. And I'm doing the best that I can with the abilities that I have. I will fix that hangy down piece at the bottom, so don't worry. I am only focusing on getting the lights on the tree. We're not going to put ornaments on this one, at least not until a little bit closer to Christmas. My kids play rough and they've knocked Christmas trees over before. So now that the majority of the Christmas tree is done, I'm going to put some garland up here on top of the bookshelves and put some little lights in there as well. I buy like the little battery pack lights because we don't have an outlet up here to conveniently plug anything in. So I will show you them. I get them on Amazon. They come in like a pack of like 6, which is really, really convenient. And they have a bunch of different light settings. The only thing is that the wire can get a little tangled, but if you have a little bit of patience, then it's fine, it's worth it.
Whoa, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday.
I keep it pretty simple up here, at least in the beginning. We usually have a good amount of snowmen. I'm a big fan. We've just kind of collected them over the years. Not many, but just these little guys. And this is what we're working with. The only new things I have are this gingerbread, which I'm going to put remotes in, that I got at Target. And then down here, the only new things I have are these pillow covers, which I've shown before, that I got at IKEA. Otherwise, I'm bringing out the old decorations, things I've collected. These, I believe, were a Target find a couple of years ago. The garland, I'm pretty sure I got on clearance at Michael's at some point. But we'll keep it minimal just because my kids play pretty hard. But I'm just going to put these things up and then we will move on to the boys' room.
Start over new, 'cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree. And I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, da 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 da, oh, 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 da 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 da. Making our Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again. To see you again. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire, chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, yeah. I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our
So I'm in at my
Christmas
boys' room.
memories.
And they don't really have a good spot for a tree where it's not gonna stick out really far or like be blocked by a door or something. So I got these pre-lit garland from Target. I think what I'm gonna do is make a tree on the wall by using those command strip hooks to hold them in place. And then later we can like hang ornaments on it or whatever they want to do. I haven't figured out the star yet, but star isn't completely necessary, and they also might like to make one. So we're gonna get our tree up. I don't think it'll take super long, but I say that about a lot of things and then they take super long, so hopefully.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go out.
So for this, I'm using the pre-lit garland, which I talked about, and then I'm using command strip hooks. I'm using the ones made for like Christmas tree lights. They seem to last the longest for me and hold a pretty good amount of weight. So I am just pulling it up, seeing how tall I want it. I'm going to make like my main frame, like triangle for the tree, and then use the hooks to zigzag the garland up to fill it in and make it actually look like a tree. This was tedious. You have to hold the garland out of the way of the stickers. Connor turned the outlet power back on and it was a fun surprise. But you have to make sure you hold the garland out of the way of the stickers. I ended up wasting a few of them because I forgot to do that. So it's a little tedious, but it was so worth it. This turns out really cool.
Promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset, it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be.
Again, tedious, but so worth it. And I'll show you what it looks like in a minute, all lit up. But first I need to clean up my mess from the garland and all of the command strip papers that I dropped on the floor. And then I have a few little things to add to the boys' beds. I got some blankets from Target and some of their new holiday pillows. Those were some of the new additions that I got. These things are so affordable. My Halloween ones are the same, and my kids loved the Halloween ones. They loved how soft they were, so I had to get Christmas ones for them. They're so soft. So I got matching ones for their beds. And then I originally got this light for Alice's bed, but she wanted a tree, and Hugo, being the sweet big brother, said that he would love to have the light. I was just going to swap it for another tree, but he insisted that he would take the light. So Hugo has the light, Callum has a tree, and here's the project. I love how it turned out. It was so much fun. My kids loved it. It should be able to hold some really light ornaments, which we will do later, but it turned out so good. But as you can see, it's getting dark, so this ended up being a 2-day project for me. I am now in Alice's room. She wanted a pink Christmas tree, so again, I got it on clearance, and she was so excited. This one's flocked, not my first choice, but bakers can't be choosers. It was on clearance and she absolutely loves it. So I am just getting what I can done in her room this evening. I'm not going to leave the lights on. The LED lights and shutter speed are not friends. So I lit it for a little bit, but she wanted rainbow lights. I wish I had one with like a white cord, but it's fine. I'm going to add some really fun ornaments later. This was the blanket that she got. It's so cute. Again, Target. And then she has her tree. And then one other little item that is new that I got at Target. It's a gumdrop candy cane. It's so cute. But her room will be mostly done for the evening, and then we will finish it the next morning. Look at that. It's so cute. Okay, new day, new decorations. I'm just putting some finishing touches in Alice's room. These are just decorations that I have had. I know for sure I got that picture at Target. I'm a big fan of Target, apparently. I had put garland up for fall over her bed, but then I got nervous and took it down. But she actually did really well with it when in the new spot. So I just put the garland above her bed. And then I found these at Costco probably a month ago. Alice is a huge fan of squashmallows, if you haven't noticed. And so this was a must, of course. So I'm putting these on her tree. She loves them. I don't know if they're going to get packed up again. She might need to keep them out year round. I got this flag, another Target find this year. So cute. I got one for the boys as well, which I will put on their door. But her room is so adorable. She loves everything. And it was so fun to put a tree in her room. I would have loved to have a tree when I was a kid, so it was really fun to help give that to her. But her room turned out so cute.
Drive alone in December rain. They play my favorite song. I see a snowflake melt on the deck. I'm awful cold and longing for the holiday. Counting days until you're here. I've been waiting this whole year. Dear Christmas, Christmas, Christmas night. I know you may stop a light, but together we're alright. You know we're ready for Christmas. Can't wait to head back home. When the sleigh bells call, I hit the road. Baby, let it snow. We're ready for Christmas. Why you so far yet close? I think I hear them call. So baby, let it snow. Deck the house. That's when the snow starts falling.
Well, the kids' rooms are done. I love how they turned out, and I can't wait to put ornaments on the tree in the playroom. I am now in my bedroom. I have always wanted a Christmas tree in my room, and this is the year for it. Like I said, I kind of collect trees as they go on clearance, and I finally have enough. So I'm gonna put a tree in my room, and I'm so excited. But first, I need to clean it up. So I'm wiping things down with the thieves cleaner. I know my bedroom is just a desolate land with nothing on the walls. It's the bottom of the list. I just haven't done anything with it. We need new bedroom furniture. All of ours is breaking. It's old. And there's the green dresser. You don't see this corner of my bedroom very often. I'm not a fan of the green dresser. It originally was in Hugo's room when he was a baby, and it did match, and it was very cohesive. But now it's in this room because that was like 2 houses ago, and I just haven't had time to paint it. Well, I haven't made time to paint it, but someday I will. So I'm just gonna dust it for now and be grateful that I have a dresser. And as you can see, I'm just wiping off the pictures. That's Harley in a hat. And then that's a wedding picture from Connor and I's wedding. I love that picture. But I'm gonna finish getting things dusted. I'm going to vacuum, and then I'm gonna put the tree of my dreams in my bedroom. I go a little harder on my bedroom tree, and I love how it turned out.
When the neighbors come, I hit the road. Baby, let it snow. We're ready for Christmas. Why you so quiet, close? I think I hear them call. So baby, let it snow.
Here we are, a cold December night. Snowflakes fall, wonderful, magical. It's that time when everybody smiles, eyes are shining bright.
So this was our living room Christmas tree last year, but I got something new for downstairs. I hope I like it. If I don't, I'm just gonna swap them and put that one upstairs in my room. But it's really skinny and it doesn't take up a bunch of space, which I like. And I'm just gonna get the lights on. And here's where I discover that it changes colors and it blinks. Simple minds, Rhea. Oh, Rhea. But I'm gonna get the lights on the tree again. Please don't judge me for my light distribution. I'm doing the best that I can. I like how it turned out. If you know me, am very simple. What's nice about putting trees in the corner is that you don't have to put anything on the back. If nobody can see it, don't waste ornaments there. And this garland was only 6 feet long, so I made it work with what I had. And then I'm just adding these berry picks that I found last year. The garland, I think, was a Walmart find a couple of years ago, and I only had 2, so I just kind of zigzagged it around to help it look filled in, and then added this snowflake. It's simple, but I love it.
Side by side all night, I'll hold your hand so tight, and always remember the way that we feel. Look at us now, walking around in the snow. We do it in.
While I am nearly done, I am just going to get my bed all cozy, put on a new big knitted blanket and some pillows, and call it a day. I hope that you enjoyed this. It was certainly fun to decorate upstairs. I am so excited to decorate the rest of my house. I'm excited to share it with you. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss anything. I have lots of fun things coming up for the holiday. But thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Hello everyone, it's me, Rhea Peterson. Welcome back to my channel. It's happening. I'm decorating for Christmas downstairs. I couldn't wait. I wanted to wait until after Thanksgiving. Like the day after Thanksgiving was my plan. But I'm just too excited, so I'm gonna do it. It's my house and I'm an adult. I can decorate for Christmas. There's no rules. You can decorate whenever you want. So I'm not even gonna build up to it. I'm gonna start right here in this corner, and we're putting up the Christmas tree, and I am so excited. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I really hope that you stick around. But that's what's happening. We're decorating the Christmas tree. We're also gonna decorate like the rest of my house. Very exciting. But I'm starting off with the Christmas tree. You ready? Let's go. Just kidding, I'm not unhinged. I'm gonna clean first.
always like to make sure that things are tidied up before I put the decorations out, especially if I'm not going to be able to get into a corner for a month. So I'm trying to get it all dusted and wiped down. I clearly have not dusted the baseboards behind the bench in a while. It gets so dusty back there. Gross. But my goals for this round of downstairs decorating is primarily to get my Christmas tree up, to do my mantle, like the living room is my focus, and then if I have some steam left, I am going to decorate a few other areas. I mean, I already did it, and I do decorate a few other areas, but my main goal was to get my living room done and finished. The downstairs tree is different every year now, and I try to change it up kind of in a budget-friendly way. So I have a lot of neutral ornaments and stuff that I use, but I am so excited for this tree.
Okay, so this one is a Hearth and Hand tree. I just got it on clearance. When I said when I was decorating my upstairs, was that I don't buy pre-lit trees anymore because I've had sections go out. But I did not register that this was a pre-lit tree, and I've imprinted on it. So I have to keep it now, and I'm just going to hope that I can keep it from breaking. So it's so pretty though. I love it. It'll be fine.
We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe, and I've got you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way, but as long as you're around,
do your hands get really itchy?
everything will be
You do this because mine get crazy itchy.
'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin.
Okay, so here is what I'm working with. Kind of a preliminary plan, if you will. Last year, I did cream and blue accents on my tree, and I just used this blue ribbon, and it was really pretty, but I'm not feeling the blue this year. And so I found that I wanted to find ribbon, but I could not find velvet ribbon anywhere that was in any color scheme that I wanted. So I bought this. It's kind of, the camera doesn't really do it justice. It's kind of this light green color with like silvery undertones. It's really pretty. So I was just going to cut that into strips to be some ribbon as filler. And then I also got a few new creamy ones. This I kind of got with the idea of using it to hang ornaments with if I was feeling a little extra, or just tying it on. It's just really pretty. It's kind of this silky texture, and it's kind of a cream color. Last year I also did snowflakes all over. I absolutely love snowflakes, and I got this garland at Target, and then I just cut it up and use these as like individual ornaments. But I was on Temu and I saw this and I just thought it was so cool. I think they're meant to be painted, but I just love the wood tone of it. So I was going to hang a couple of these, kind of mix and match those guys. And then I am a sucker for wood beads. So these are what I've collected over the years. These were new. I got these on clearance at Hobby Lobby. They're actually from their Thanksgiving decor section, but nobody's doing wood beads this year, I guess. But I'm doing it. I love them. And then these are just ones that I've gotten over the years. These are a new addition. I got these at Hobby Lobby. It's a little bent. Oops. But just kind of as fillers to give a little bit of a different shape to the tree. They're just like cardboard, I think. But they're really lightweight and cute. These are last year's ornaments. I was gonna pull out some of them to use. And then I got some big guys from Michael's or Joann's. And I wanted to use a couple of them. I really loved this like almost vintage glass look to it, but they're just plastic, which is always nice. But I did find these at Hobby Lobby, and these are very much not plastic, so I'm gonna have to be really careful with these. They might not end up making it on the tree. I only could find the 2, but I did find these guys, which are not dissimilar in color. They're smaller. They are glass as well. Another find at Hobby Lobby. I basically had to climb on, or like crawl on my hands and knees, because all of this stuff was like hidden on the bottom, which makes me wonder if somebody came back and was very disappointed. So if you're watching, I'm so sorry. I love them and I will treat them well. And these guys, these are almost too green. I might not use these this year. I think I'm gonna start with the beads and
Cabin out
my
in
way from there.
nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by.
Okay, so I don't have enough garland, but I'm really liking how it's looking. And I have these beads left over from a Halloween craft that I made. Like I made a garland for Alice's room. And they're almost the same size. They're just slightly smaller, but they're going on the top. So I am just really quickly making garland. So now this is also a DIY video. You're welcome. I just have these wood beads. I got them at Michael's. Let me show you. I need to show you that part, this part. Here they are. Come on. They're beads, I promise. And just some twine. And you can make your own garland. You probably knew this because you're very smart, but so I'm gonna spend the next eternity making this really quick. I don't need a super long one because it's just at the very top, mercifully. And if the size difference starts to bug me, I can just keep going and make more because I have a whole other bag to do this with. I'm probably not gonna though.
Well, at this point, Miss Alice is back from preschool, so we are hanging out and chatting, watching some Super Kitties while I finish up this garland. It didn't take super long. The beads are slightly smaller, the color's a little bit different, but once the ornaments were all on, you couldn't even tell, so I didn't stress about like extending it. I think it looks really good. And I started off with these glass ones. We have a lot of family ornaments, a lot of fun things, and the upstairs tree in the playroom, that is where those ornaments will go. I just need to wait till my kids have like a minute and we can do it. Their schedules are so crazy busy. I don't have time to do much of anything. I had to split this up over a couple of days to finish it just because it's been so busy, but I am really excited to do like the family tree upstairs with the kids. And I'm hoping that it doesn't get knocked over this year because it did get knocked over last year. But I'm gonna finish getting these ornaments on. I'm just kind of trying to evenly distribute things around, except the back is a little bit more bare where you don't see it because why waste the ornaments? So I'm gonna keep putting things on the tree. I'm going to start cutting the ribbons and get those tied on. I love using ribbon as a way to change up your colors, especially when you have a lot of really neutral ornaments.
'Cause I feel it so strong. I've been on hold on, baby. Don't you feel the times are coming when it feels so right to dance in the moonlight, baby, with you. Sometimes we all struggle. But when the sun hits my face, I think of you and all my troubles are gone without a trace. From all the things that are you, I know our love will see us through. Don't you feel?
Well, there she is. I love how it turned out this year. I love the ribbon and the different sizes in the ornaments. I think this one turned out really, really pretty.
When it feels so right to dance in the moonlight, baby, with you.
Well, now I'm going to get my mantle done really quickly. I'm getting it all dusted off and clean before I put the decorations on. I like to get the tree done first so that everything else can kind of be cohesive with the tree. And this year, I really enjoyed doing the mantle. I'm trying to incorporate things that I already have, and then I brought in just a few inexpensive new things. I got some garland on clearance at Michael's, and instead of buying just one big one, I bought these 3 and I'm layering them, and I have mixed feelings about the red berries. I'm not a huge fan of red decorations in my house, so you'll see it's a process. But once I got the garland up, I put the stockings up. I love these hooks for hanging things off of. They hold up really well. My stockings are hearth and hand. I just turned them inside out so I could have more of a neutral stocking this year. And then I used the ribbon from the tree to hide the loops and kind of just give it a little bit more dimension. And I think it turned out really beautiful. Well, this wood garland was a little long, so I just untied it. I pulled some of the beads off. I put the beads in a Ziploc bag and stored them in the bin that I keep all my decorations in, but I just needed it a little shorter, so I made it work with what I had. In this vase, I am just adding some greenery and then these gold picks that I had from last year that I never used to kind of tie in the gold that's on the Christmas tree. I am going to shorten things and adjust it later, but I think that it works.
So over the years, I've developed, I think, a perfectly normal obsession with the trees that Target puts out every year. And I'm going to put them out. I'm just kind of, I don't know what to do next. And when in doubt, put the trees out. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. So I'm gonna pull out all of the trees that I have in this bin. Got a couple other odds and ends. Things that I got like in the Target dollar spot that I might use, I might not. So I'm gonna pull out all my trees. We're gonna take stock and figure out where they're gonna go this year. I love every single one of them. I don't know what to do with them.
Breathing air that clears my mind. I'm all for a good start. I hear those jingle bells, people singing about love. It feels like I'm a kid, like I'm forever young. And that's why I wanna sing about the Christmas on its way. A reason to hang around and celebrate this day. Everyone's smiling and it's snowing. It's the time of year again. I'm happy you're here, my winter wonderland.
Well, I'm always trying to figure out what to do with the bench this time of year, and this year I'm trying something different and I'm going to use it as my piano bench, and it actually works. It's a little lower than what I'm used to, but it is way more comfortable, so I'm just gonna leave it there.
People singing about love. It feels like I'm a kid, like I'm forever young. And that's why
I got a few fun pillows for the couch and I'm just throwing them on there. It's a work in progress. I do have some pillows upstairs that I will grab later to put on there, but I mostly wanted to get all of the Christmas tree vacuumed up from when I was putting it together and get these fun little things out. I got these 2 pieces at Target in their dollar spot. I thought they were so cute.
no, it's the time of year, winter wonderland. My winter wonderland. It's the time of year, my winter wonderland, my winter wonderland. I wanna sing about the Christmas on its way. A reason to hang around.
As you can see, it is dark. I'm just doing a few last little things on this day and getting like the garland up, and I've got a couple other things I want to put out. We put our Christmas Legos up here every year, so I'm just getting the garland put up there, and then we'll start building our Legos over the next couple of weeks, but it's always really fun to do.
Oh, my winter wonderland.
Cut this off. It's fine.
The snow is falling down.
Just for a little more context, I had purchased one of those like decorations you would put on a doorknob from Target in their dollar spot and decided to cut the bells off and use them on the chair wreaths this year. I'm just using the ribbon that I used on the tree, a little bit of twine, and securing it on there, and it looks really pretty.
Twice so special 'cause I'm hoping for us to fall in love in this winter wonderland. Chilling by the fire as I'm trying to get your
Well, at this point, I have finally got my kids to go to bed, and I am working on the centerpiece of the table. I'm using some picks that I put in my Christmas tree last year as kind of filler, and I wanted to try out my little white Christmas Village houses that I have collected over the years. It is a small and humble collection, but I love them. The all white ones are sparkly on the top, and Alice adores them. But I figured these picks weren't going to do anything in the tree this year, so I might as well just use them in this basket, and I think it turned out pretty good. It could take some adjustments. I might change it later, but it's fun for now. I want to put my little LED tree things that I have in a vase in the corner, maybe to draw attention away from the patch that we still haven't textured yet, or it might draw more attention to it. I'm not sure, but I thought that these would be fun in the corner, so that's what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna go to bed, and we are gonna finish in a new outfit because it's the same day for you, but it's a new day for me.
wonderland.
Well, here we are, outfit number 2. I'm putting the wreath up over the stove, and my goals now are to kind of put a few little odds and ends out in the kitchen. I keep it really minimal in the kitchen. I'll add things as the Christmas season goes on, but I want to put the little lights in. I will add some trees, which I'm going to just show you at the end. But the biggest thing I wanted to do was put some garland on my stair railing, and I'm really happy with what I came up with. I wasn't feeling wrapping garland all the way around the railing from the top to the bottom, so I'm doing something a little different this year, and I'm going to use garland, some bells that I've had for a couple of years, and then I want to incorporate the ribbon that I've been using everywhere else. I did need to clean it off though. There was like chocolate fingerprints on the railing. I don't know how that happened. Well, I do, probably Alice. And it was crazy dusty. So I'm getting it all cleaned off, and then I'm going to secure the garland with some command hooks and add the ribbon and call it done.
Wanna fall in love in this winter wonderland.
Well, finally, I'm just putting these last few picks that I have left over into this vase on my island, and I am done for now. I'm sure I will put more things out as the season goes on, but I think that this is a pretty good start considering how early I started. I did not record my entryway. I spaced it, but here it is. I just used my trees. I did manage to incorporate those big ornaments, and here are the trees that I put in my kitchen. I love it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it gave you some ideas on things that you can do in your house to decorate, and I really enjoyed putting this together for you. I am so appreciative of your time. I hope that if you're not already, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Hello everyone, it's me, Rhea Peterson. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be kind of just knocking out my to-do list. I've got a lot of things I want to do downstairs in the kitchen, get things cleaned up. I finally took the plunge and bought a wet dry vacuum, and I'm so excited to show it to you. I also have a grocery delivery that's going to show up. Plus, I went to the dollar store, picked up some stuff to make a fun little goodie for my kids in the kitchen. So, lots to do. If you're new here, my name is Rhea Peterson. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you stick around. Let's get started.
Well, like I said in my intro, I do have quite the to-do list, but a lot of the things are just small things that don't take a lot of time. So what I'm planning on doing is kind of alternating between the need to-dos versus the want to-dos. And I need to get my dishwasher unloaded. I need to wash the cast iron pan from the night before from dinner. But I want to hang some garland in the bathroom. So I'm just kind of ticking things off one by one on the list. So I'm going to get all of these dishes taken care of, get everything scrubbed down in the kitchen, like wipe down the counters, things like that. I'm also trying to prioritize things that I can do before I have to leave to go get Alice from preschool. So it's just kind of jumping around my to-do list, fitting things in where they will work, and trying to keep it fun by including some want to-dos along with the need to-dos. While having the cast iron skillet is definitely a labor of love, I sometimes worry that I'm doing it wrong. I feel like you get inundated with all these different methods that all of the information is just kind of jumbled in my brain. So I'm just washing it. I'm not using soap. I'm just making sure that it's cleaned out really well, getting all of the burnt on bits. And then I will dry this and oil it. I just forgot to film that. I don't just let it air dry. I like to dry it with a clean towel, and then I will oil it with just like avocado oil. But these are acrylic containers. I got them because I'm going to be making my kids a hot chocolate bar. I got these on Amazon. It's a tray with 4 of these containers and the spoons, but it's for things that you can like mix into your hot chocolate to melt. You can use these containers for whatever, but that was the plan for these. So I want to get these washed and dried so that I can make the hot chocolate bar for the kids a little bit later. I really like using the pink stuff or Scrub Daddy Power Paste to clean my sink out, but I do notice that sometimes there's kind of a film that is left over, so I just go over it with a little bit of dish soap to clean all of that off, and my sink always ends up just a little bit shinier when I do that. I love dish soap. It's so versatile, but I do like to get a little bit extra abrasive with the sink as well to get it extra clean sometimes. I had ordered these Grove soap dispensers back in like October, and I forgot about them. And then when I was going through a cabinet, I found them and I'm so stoked. They were for Christmas, but I might use them year round. I don't know. They're so pretty. I got this big one for the dish soap, and then I got a smaller one for hand soap. I'm not sure which bathroom I'm going to put that in yet, either the powder bath or the kids' bathroom, but I'm going to get this moved over into the new soap dispenser. What a funny life I live that I get excited about a dish soap dispenser, but that is me now, I guess.
Always made me feel kind of blue. I know, you know. It all feels so good from a distance. I don't talk and you'll never listen. Trust me, it's just hard for me to. I know, you know. My mind's out of
I have gotten everything wiped down in the kitchen. The dishes are done. I'm gonna give the containers a few minutes to dry, so I think I'm going to dust. And then I found some Christmas garland in the decorations. I wanna hang something in the bathroom down here. So I'm gonna do those two things while the chocolate, or like the hot cocoa bar things dry, and then we'll put that together. I'm so excited.
She goes her own way, like I don't give a damn girl. And my God, she owns it.
Well, dusting is definitely a challenge when you have all of the decorations out. Not only do you have more stuff to dust, but it's just awkward. Like, you can't just dust the garland, but I don't want to take it down. It was really hard to get it just right. But this duster does a good job. I really like how flat and long it is because I can get behind the TV that's mounted on the wall really, really easily. And that way, because I feel like that's a place that gets neglected is behind the TV. So I try to make sure that I dust back there pretty regularly, and that duster does a good job. I'm just going to get the rest of the living room cleaned up. I'm going to vacuum, but because I got the wet dry vacuum, my Dyson is going to have to do a lot less work on the regular, so I don't even have to worry about vacuuming this and my battery running out, which is a big deal. I got the wet dry vac. I'm so excited. I decided to get the Tinco, and I did it as a Black Friday deal, which I think is still going on. I'll link it in the description, but I was back and forth for a while, but I'm really excited to try the Tinco. You're gonna get my honest reaction. I used it for the very first time for this, and I mean, I'll talk about it, but I'm really excited to have one finally.
I know that you'd want her to. Yeah, I do. Come on and give it.
Well, thankfully the bathroom's clean. I don't have to clean any bathrooms today, which is awesome. So I'm just gonna put these garlands. This one was a Hobby Lobby find, and this is Target. I was going to put them in other places, but changed my mind. And I have this big blank wall, so I'm just going to hang these up in the bathroom to continue my insane mission to make it Christmas in every single corner of my house.
For a fact that she's way too cool, but I want her to.
So to find the center, or what I think is the center, instead of measuring and marking the wall, I am just going to use a piece of painter's tape and stick it on the back of my command hook. And then once I get everything placed, I'll just pull this tape off, put the actual hook up, and then I won't waste a command strip. Now, do I leave it with just the peace sign, or do I lean into my unhealthy obsession with the wood beads? We'll leave it for now. Let me know what you think. I value your opinion. I'm clearly one of the most indecisive people on the planet. Okay, so I have to leave in a couple minutes to go get Alice. My grocery delivery is gonna be here soon. So I'm just gonna unpack some of the goodies and show you what I got for the hot chocolate bar. I went to the dollar store, and normally it's kind of a bust whenever I go to my dollar store. They never have any of the cool stuff everybody else shows. But they had some fun stuff this time. So I got, I'll show you in a second, I got some holiday marshmallows, and they're like trees and snowmen. And then they had these cool spoons, so I could get the peppermint ones. I had found these exact ones online on Amazon and they were way more expensive for $1.25. That's pretty good. So I got those, and then they had chocolate ones too, so I grabbed those ones. And then I also grabbed some stir sticks, like little peppermint stir sticks we talked about. And then the only other thing, I'm probably not gonna get to it today, but I thought it would be fun. I found these ice cube trays. They're holiday ice cube trays, but I was going to make like coffee ice cubes for iced coffee and things. So I'll probably save that for another day, but I thought these were so fun and affordable, so I am excited for that. But I have to go pick up Alice, bring the grocery stuff in, but then we'll get it set up.
All the places, I hope it means that you.
Here's the grocery haul. I have to go pick up Alice real quick though. I just got some chicken breast. We're gonna do salmon tonight for dinner, and then some chicken meals for dinner later on in the week. For dairy, we just needed more eggs, butter, cottage cheese. Stocked up on some produce, zucchini, squash, some Brussels sprouts, potatoes. I was doing the little cocktail cucumbers, but they kept being bad. Like they did not last long, so we went back to English cucumbers. Restocked on frozen broccoli. I mean, I'm not complaining, but this is one of the few vegetables my kids will eat, which I think is kind of funny. And then just snacks and bread. I needed more bobos. Alice lives off of applesauce. I needed more gluten-free bread. I can have gluten like in small doses, so like I can do a little bit of pasta, but the majority of like what I eat is gluten-free. And then chips. And this, it's just, I digest better if I keep gluten at a minimum, so I always keep gluten-free bread in the house. We're gonna have pasta for dinner one night, and so I just stocked up because we were completely out. And then just some snack chips, but that's the haul. I need to go get Alice, so I need to throw some of this in the fridge real quick.
I hope it'll be something that you won't.
Well, beautiful Miss Alice is home from preschool, so I am going to get the hot chocolate bar set up. I'm using caramel chips, white chocolate chips. I got some dehydrated marshmallows and some peppermint sprinkles to put in these 4 containers. I swear this time of year, Alice is 50% marshmallows. And so I figured I would at least diversify those marshmallows for her. So the dehydrated ones are really fun. They're like the ones you get in like a Swiss Miss packet with the marshmallows. I think is so much fun. And these will last a while. The bag was way bigger than I had anticipated. So I'm just gonna get all of the bits put together, kind of make it look fun. I wanna keep it really simple this year, but still, you know, keep it fun.
Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see.
Here is what I'm going to have out. It is just the peppermint sprinkles, white chocolate chips, dehydrated marshmallows, and caramel chips. And then we have our regular marshmallows, the peppermint spoons, and the stir sticks. And then I just put a couple of the chocolate spoons out. We keep all of our hot chocolate in here, so that is covered. And then I have some syrups in here. I've got caramel, white chocolate. We also have just regular chocolate, and then a caramel drizzle. This one doesn't have a squeeze top lid, but it did come with this big measuring spoon. I didn't want to leave that out for my kids to use on their own all the time. I wanted to make sure that maybe I was aware they were using it. But we just keep all our flavorings up here anyways, so it made sense.
And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see so much farther. Beyond the horizon.
Well, after a very necessary Harley minute, Alice and I are getting set up to bake some cookies with the hot chocolate bar and the time of year. We were planning on doing a family night. I decided that we should make some cookies. to go along with everything. So I added that to my to-do list last minute. I love all of the holiday baking, but I'm spreading it out this year so that I'm not inundated with all of the desserts, because some things freeze really easily. Everything's really easy to share, but I've picked out what I want to give away this year to the neighbors and friends. And then there's just a few things that didn't make the cut that I still want to make. So I'm just going to spread it out a little bit. I'm going to make 2 different sizes of these cookies. These are chocolate chip butterscotch cookies. I use this chocolate chip recipe all the time. I have it memorized. I can make it in my sleep. But I'm going to do 2 different sizes because I can't do a lot of gluten. Plus it's, again, that time of year where you're inundated with all of the treats. So I wanted some little smaller cookies, but I'm going to make some big ones for my kids as well. So I'm going to get all of this put together, get everything baking. I'm cleaning as I go, especially because the dishwasher is so empty. It is so easy to do. And then we're finally going to test out the Tinko. I'm so excited to use that thing.
Don't talk about it like you're crazy. You know damn well I can't replace you. Just say what you mean. Don't waste your time being mad at me. Say what you mean. Say what you mean. And you'll get what you need. Get what you need. What I do is try to give you more than words.
Okay, it is time to try out the Tinko. I did smell the solution. It just smells like carpet cleaner solution. I might compare the ingredients of my solution that I have for my carpet cleaner just to see what the difference is, because they smell almost identical. But getting everything set up was really, really easy. I had opened it all the night before, got it charging. The only thing I wish there was a pour spout on this cap, but other than that, getting this filled was really easy. I did have a hard time turning it on, but I believe that was just me. The directions are a little bit confusing. It's just the format of them was a little different than what I'm used to for instruction manuals, I guess. But this was self-propelled. It was really easy to move back and forth. I think that the roller isn't broken in yet. You know how with microfiber cloths, the more you use them, the more absorbent they get. So I'm wondering if over time this will get more saturated and maybe be a little bit more thorough. I'm not sure. It came with 2 rollers and an extra bottle of solution. I still feel that your OG mop and bucket is going to get you a cleaner result, but this is a really good interim device, and it will keep my floors cleaner in the long run because I will be able to do it more often at my convenience. So I do really love the ease of this. I save time by not having to sweep or vacuum because it did it all on its own. And it did, it got stuff. It's dirty, as you can see. So it definitely did its job. I am happy with the purchase. If I won the lottery, I would get all of them and do side-by-side comparisons. But for now, this seems to be a good solution. I did forget, it does have a self-clean mode, but by the time I finished all of this, I totally forgotten about it. And as you can see, I still found a reason to clean the toilet. It's a toilet. It's always dirty, regardless of how clean you make it, right? But anyways, I do like the Tinko. I think that it does a good job. I'm eager to see how it progresses, as the roller, gets broken in and becomes more absorbent, hopefully. I still love my O-Cedar mop and bucket. It does a good job, but this is really nice for convenience, especially if you have joint or back problems. This is a really good option because you can still get the job done and not have to lug a bucket around or anything. So I do like the purchase. I'm very happy with it. I am so glad that I got it.
I got you. I've seen those faces. I've heard all the lies.
Well, my friends, that is everything that I have for you. Alice and I are going to break in the hot chocolate bar. She was so excited. She loves it. But we're gonna sit down, have a cookie with our hot chocolate, and enjoy some time together. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate it. I am so glad to have my to-do list done. I hope that you've been able to knock some things off of your list. as well. If you aren't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. I have more fun things coming up in the month of December. We're gonna do some Christmas baking, and as always, I am going to try to help motivate you to clean along with me so that we can get it all done. But again, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to check and make sure that you're subscribed. I'll see you next time. Bye.